Hey everyone. So I want to read some things from starting in Matthew 5, okay? Out of my King James here. Let's see here. Okay. Go to Matthew 5, verse 17, starting, okay? I'm going to read down to verse 20, okay? Do not think that I came to destroy the law or the prophets. I did not came to destroy, but to fulfill. For surely I say to you, until heaven and earth pass away, one joint or one tittle will by no means pass from the law till all is fulfilled. Whoever therefore breaks one of the least of these commandments and men who teaches men so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But therefore, don't does the teaches them, he shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say to you that unless your righteousness exceeds the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you will no means enter the kingdom of heaven. Okay, that's what Jesus says. Okay, now I want to go to Romans. Okay, this is what Paul writes. Okay, go to Romans 6:13. Okay, I want to start in 6:13. Okay, let's see. And do not present your members as instruments of righteousness for sin, but present yourself to God as being alive, for the dead and your members are as instruments of righteousness of God. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for you are not under law, but under grace. Okay? Now I want to go to Galatians. Let's go to starting in 3:19, okay? What proceeds when does the law serve? It was added because the transgressions till the seed shall come to whom the promise had made, and it was appointed through angels by the hand of the mediator. Now I mediator does not mediate for one only, but God is one. Is the law then against the promise of God? Certainly not, for it then has been a law given which could have given life. Truly righteous would have been by the law. But the scriptures have confined it all under sin, that the promise by faith in Jesus Christ might be given to those who believe. But before faith came, we were kept under guard by the law. Keep for the faith which would afterward be revealed. Therefore, the law was our uh, tutor to bring us to Christ, that we might be justified by faith. But afterward, faith has came. We are no longer under a tutor. Okay. Now let's go to chapter 4, verse 4. Okay. But when the fulfillment of the time has came, God sent forth his son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those who were under the law, to we might receive the uh, the adoption as sons. And because we are sons, God has sent forth the Spirit of his Son into your hearts, carrying out Abba, Father. Therefore, you are no longer a slave, but a son. And if a son, then inherit of God, therefore God through Christ. Okay. So I'm hearing, oh, we gotta follow the laws. We gotta follow this. We are no longer under the old covenant of Moses, because when Christ came, he fulfilled those laws. Okay. Christ didn't abolish it by all means. He came to fulfill it. Okay, we are under grace through Christ, and we are justified through faith. Okay, through faith, through grace of Jesus Christ. Okay, or vice versa, whatever how you say it. Faith through grace, or grace through faith, whatever it's called. But anyway, we are justified through faith. Okay, by keeping the commandments of Christ. Okay, loving your neighbor, loving God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and loving your neighbor as Christ loved the church. Yes, we are to follow that and be a good person. Yes. Okay. But the law of Moses that is in the Torah has been fulfilled, and the prophets have been fulfilled. Okay? This is exactly what a lot of people need to fully understand. Okay? You can go out and say, oh, don't be pagan, don't do that. I just gave you scripture to back it up. Okay? So, when you want to come out and tell me that I'm going against my Bible, read Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 and 20, Romans 13 through 14, Galatians 3, 19 through 25, and chapter 4 through verse 4 through 7. Okay? We are not under the law no more. So stop with your crap. You people need to understand. We are not by the law. The law has been fulfilled. We are through Christ. There's a new covenant through Christ. Okay? If I want to eat pork that was heavily restricted under the law, or eat shellfish, by all means you can. Okay? You can grow your hair out. Okay? You don't have to go out if a woman is bleeding out of her monthly, whatnot, she's no longer unclean like the law says. Technically, in person, that is nasty, but we are no longer under the law. What was restricted with the law is no longer required. Okay? The Ten Commandments, that's one thing, because those were the laws that we have to really be abide by. But the 600 and whatever laws that were given no longer are required as it was, because they were fulfilled by Christ. So